The hotel room already smells like death. I know realistically it's too soon for that the body isn't anywhere near decomposing, but still, the stench filters into my nostrils, cloying and visceral. A thick, wet substance smears through the cracks in my toes, and time seems to stand still as I see the blood seep into the carpet fibers. Each droplet holds little pieces of me that will stay long after I'm physically gone. Suddenly, his body looms large in front of me, and then I feel the weight in my hand, the sturdiness of the knife. My eyes flick to it, the lamplight illuminating a rust-colored substance that lines its sharp edge. Blood. My blood. I try to pause, to take stock of what's happening, to piece it all together. But before I can, my arm plunges forward as if of its own volition, angry and desperate. And then it comes. The connection of the blade to the flesh. That satisfying feeling of contact. I hear the scream erupt from my lungs as if it comes from someone else. Shh. Shh. I clamp my hand over my mouth, and my eyelids snap open, and then I'm staring into Logan's eyes, at the ocean waves he carries in his irises. Cass, I'm here. You're home. You're okay, he soothes. Slowly, I register Logan's palms on each side of my face, the side of his concerned gaze, the sound of his deep Scottish brogue. I inhale a deep breath through my nose, the familiar scent of salt-tipped air flooding my nostrils. In for two. Out for two. A nightmare? I can feel a headache forming at the back of my skull, and it takes me a moment to understand what Logan's asking. Yeah, I guess, I answer non-committally. He doesn't know about the terrors that haunted my dreams every single night for the first year after that day in the hotel room. My unconscious mind replaying the memory on an endless loop, every viewing becoming darker, more frightening. They'd stopped for a while, when I first moved to Koh Sang, but recently, as the 3rd-year anniversary approaches, I feel my mind constantly returning to that hotel room, and the nightmares have returned, darker and more real than ever. What was it about? He asks. My heart is still beating erratically, and I swipe away a bead of sweat from my forehead. I force myself to breathe slowly, using the trick I teach my students. In, two, out, two. I can't remember. I lie. I realize with a start that my fingertips are tracing the line above my heart where my jagged skin has turned soft and stretched. Logan thinks it's from an accident. A car crash when I was in college. A piece of glass from the windshield piercing my chest. The accident I managed to survive, but which left me an orphan. My 2 remaining family members torn away in one fast movement of destruction. He thinks that, because I've made him think that. I pull my hand away from my chest, not wanting to draw more attention to the scar than necessary. Logan's face slowly morphs from concern into his signature lopsided smile. His lips opened slightly. One side pulled up just a touch more than the other, a glitter reaching his dark blue eyes. A stray strand of curls has broken loose from his messy ponytail to graze his chin, and the side of it sends a flutter to my abdomen. He leans his face closer to mine. Well, whatever that dream was, it wasn't real. But you know what is? He asks teasingly. He lifts my left hand up to his mouth, his lips grazing my knuckles, giving me a clear view of the gold band that, as of last night, has taken up permanent residence on my ring finger. The thought still sends a ripple up my spine. He's mine. I'm his. We are all we need. No one else matters. My eyes travel downwards from his face to the identical ring hanging from the chain around his neck, perched upon his tattooed chest. I think back to last night, letting the good memories replace the residual panic from the nightmare. Logan had gently pulled out that ring from where it lay tucked under his t-shirt moments after he'd held out a matching ring in a small red box in my direction. Time seemed to freeze, my brain temporarily glitching, nothing making sense until I watched him lower himself to the vinyl flooring of our patio, taking position on one knee.